11:43 p.m. I am sitting outside watching my baby on our little camera monitor because I'm on a mommy night shift. I really need decompress. It's been so humid here in South Florida, and I just feel like it's so suffocating during the day, so we just don't really get a chance to be outside very much. And I love being outside. It fueled me to breathe the air, touch the grass, and just looking at butterfly and see my dog running around. But we don't really get that opportunity because we live on the fourth floor in a tiny apartment. What you're looking at right now is my tiny little patio. So I typically walk baby after I wait for my husband to come home 5-6 o'clock p.m. after we bathe her, typically right after 5 p.m. As soon as I'm done with work, we bathe her because anytime after that she just does not like to be in the water. And then we usually just take a family walk, and it's been really nice. It's been our little night routine. Having a routine really does help because no matter what happens, how we feel, what kind of day we have, we stick to that routine, and it's just something that everybody loves. The dogs love to be outside. The baby loves to be outside. We love to be outside because it's the only chance that we put our phone down. We're not looking at any screen. The greenery outside really helps, even though we are in the middle of, I would say, a suburban city-ish. There is still tree planted all around us, and I really appreciate that. And I'd say we are in a city suburban. I feel like if we're actually in the city, there would be no tree. So I feel like although I do love visiting big city like New York or like France, I still really much need my trees. And that's so Georgia of me. I came from Georgia, northern of Georgia. Canton. Because of Georgia comes out. But I mentioned stimulating is because I just feel like nowadays, well, you know what? Not even nowadays. I've always feel so easily overwhelmed. I think overstimulating is something that I've been dealing with, and within these, I would say these like 5 years of my life, but gradually it has gotten worse, and now having my baby is just a lot worse. It's not her, because when I was pregnant with my baby, I also moved into a tiny apartment. And there's a lot of reasons why we did that. It wasn't something that we wanted to do. It's something that we had to do because of the consequences that we made. Without going into the mundane story detail of it, I'll give you that much. I know that this is just our situation to make it work for us. We move into here, and having a baby here in a tiny little apartment is just absolutely stimulating. And I get overstimulated all the time. Coming somebody who come from a townhome and then a tiny apartment, it's just I gradually downsize. It's just driving me absolutely insane. And as somebody who is working as a designer, I feel like it's just so much worse. And I'll tell you why it's so much worse. Because graduating college, I always wanted to be some kind of designer, whether it's physically making garments by hand, sewing things together, which I've done, to designing on illustrations, creating a project from scratch, to creating a products. So I came from sewing and then quality assurance, and then actually just purely design and have somebody make it for me, and I just check the sample, and that's what I've been doing for the last 5 years. And looking at the screen for more than 8 hours a day at time is very taxing, physically and mentally as well. And you would think, well, why is it mentally? Well, humans aren't supposed to be looking at screen all day. And if you do, it kind of all you can do. It's kind of stress on your body for sitting that long, and put the stress on your mind to be focusing for that long, like not meant to be focusing for that long. From there, and then a single woman, even when I was with my husband at the time, it was just, overwhelmed. But it was like 6 months or so, every blue moon, you live in a house, and that was just the beginning of it. And now having baby in this tiny apartment, I just constantly feel like a cow that about to get slaughtered is sitting in his cage day in and day out and just stares at the wall and just waiting for things to happen. And because of that, it's taking a toll on my mental and my physical health. And the fact that I've just gave birth and this is my postpartum period just does not help. Like, it's just so mentally and physically taxing. This tiny apartment is so small that, like, I don't remember what the square footage in this place is. I'll put it on the screen. So tiny that I like that it has dishwasher, dryer, everything inside. Like, you don't even have to leave this place to get things done. It's right here. But that's also what I'm talking about is a problem, because it's so loud. Washer and dryer are so loud. It's impossible to make them quiet. A dishwasher is also so loud. I've never in my life realized how loud these machines are until I lived here. So when that goes off all day, and when you have a baby, you're just constantly washing stuff. It goes on all day. And then I also have the Mommy Cozy bottle washer, and that thing is also loud. And it won't be loud for you if you live in a house, because your kitchen is like there by that other apartments. But where I'm sitting, my whole living room is back there, and it's only 2 feet away from my couch to my kitchen and my sink, and the machine is. So I hear everything all at once. And the main door to this apartment has a cracked. So I hear everybody coming in and out, and our unit is next to an elevator. So anybody who comes home or coming out, I hear them. Key jingling, people like laughing on their phone, dog walking, a luggage wheel rolling by, bags, just them wrestling grocery bags together sometime. Just hear everything. And then during the day, I hear mowing, grass mower machine, blower, just all kinds of things. And sometimes I can even hear kids playing on the playground. Other than that, that's just my environment. The postpartum truth of also additionally with what I have to deal with internally within my family is my baby. And I'm not complaining, by the way. These environment is what I'm complaining about. Being a mom, I'm not complaining about, but I'm telling you, it's just adding to the problem. Is me being a mom now. Breastfeeding is also very stimulating. It's like somebody doing this to your nipple every time she suck. And it could go on for an hour and a half. Well, everything, the washer and the dishes, the leaf blower, the lawn mowing, everybody at once. And then when I'm not with baby and somebody is watching her like a babysitter, and I'm working during the day because I've been back to work, I'm staring at the computer, which is another stimulating thing. I'm trying to focus on the tasks that I'm doing for my job. And because I'm not with baby, I have to tell my body that I need milk still. So I'm pumping. That's also another stimulating thing. It's like somebody's doing this at the same time. The entire time as I'm focusing, staring at the screen, as I'm hearing baby crying in the other room, as I get worried, what is going on? Either she's laughing, she's crying, she's making little sudden sound, and either my mom's watching her or the babysitter watching her, any sudden sound they're making. If the dog's walking by or my phone is going off. Then after my work day is done, I get to be a mom, which I'm happy about. And now I go back to breastfeeding, which is somebody doing this sometime baby cry because she's be held closer, she's sleepy and she's fussy because she wants to sleep, but she wants to eat at the same time, and she's having a hard time calming down. And no wonder why she have a hard time putting herself to sleep, because everything is so loud. Then I put baby and myself in a room so that we can be a little bit quiet. And now the room is a little bit quiet, but now we have the AC blowing every 10 minutes, just blowing. And because the room is so small, the house is so small, and there's multiple vents everywhere. The bathroom got one, the closet got one, the actual bedroom itself got one. It's just loud. And that's just one master room, 3 vent in one master room. Everywhere else got one. Living room, other bathroom, other closet, other workroom. Everywhere has a vent, and they all just all at once. I hear it, and I know she hears it. They tells you, oh, baby adjust to noises. I feel like I do, because I don't have any control over all the sounds that's going on. I don't have any control over our environments, but I feel bad, and that's why I try to shut the TV off sometime. But the Olympic has been going on, so we put the Olympics on sometime all day, and I try not to do that because that's just another stimulating thing. And no wonder why the girl would just be drinking her milk, bending her neck all the way just to look at the damn TV. Because she's overstimulated. There's freaking screen everywhere. And then, so used to look at my phone. I have to do things on my phone, answering email, looking at the next scheduled meetings, seeing what my mom is saying, scheduling the babysitter with either my mom or the babysitter. Text from my boss, making sure that they know that I'm checking on at work. And I'm over here feeding her, put on my phone. It's just stimulating at all time. Like, I just want to shut it all off. Because you know what? Not only I'm feeling it mentally, I'm feeling it in my body. My body aches so much. Like, my shoulder, both of my shoulder are just stiffed. And nowadays, I catch myself not holding in my breath. Like, I just feel like my body feels like this. It's just, I'm holding in my breath. Like, when I start to hold in my breath, I used to meditate every day. And I'm telling you, it's this goddamn apartment. And I try to be like, I am grateful. Like, we have a roof over our head. We have a beautiful apartment. Like, you look inside, it's super cute. I decorate everything. Justin wanted a beach little apartment. I said bet, and I decored it just like it. Every day we come home is a beach town, and it's cute. But you guys, nothing more cute than being actually outside. Summer has been way too hot. Life in the city in a tiny apartment has been way too overstimulating. And now I understand why when people have kids, they want to just move far away from everything else to raise a family. It's just, oh my God, it's just all I want right now is just to get away from this place and have a yard, a beautiful, not even a big home, just a simple home. Just have just some nice and quiet so that my dog can run around and he's filled with itches and scratch and flakes and scab all over his body because of some allergies going on in the city that we lived in. I know he's stressed too. I feel it. The poor thing. I just want to see him roam free. And I want to watch my baby sit on the grass, doing this with her feet on the grass. I want to be able to do that again. Stepping on grass on a hot day. Ugh, feeling. I don't think my baby gets that feeling yet. Maybe one day. I can only dreams. But anyway, I'm just venting. Oh, life in the city in South Florida is postpartum been quite an experience. I would always say that I lived in this life wanting to experience. So this experience has been, there's good and there's, I don't want to say bad, but there's some negative things that I gotta go. She's up, but thanks for listening. Bye.